Princess is she black? She's a sister? She ain't my sister, baby. Candi Devine? Is that her real name? The woman ought to be in motion pictures where you lay in a bed and don't do nothing for 8 hours. I'm not worried about either one of them. She's not my sister. Candi Devine is a sleazy tramp who without a customer, baby. This is what's happening. This is what's happening in wrestling right here. The two hottest looking, hottest athletes in the world. Is it going to be a tough match? Candi Devine breaks like a pretzel every time she breaks a nail. She cries. I'm not worried. Look at this.
We have stood in the shadow, in the street.
We're worried, brother.
Many warriors. There is none that have come up against us that we worry about. There's no problem. We have tasted the beetle nut. We have been trapped to the tree of woe. We will take all competitors. No problem.
Do it.
The WCW Tag Team Champions, Luna and Locke, the Daughters of Darkness. Famous, of course, throughout the world for their shaved heads and their famous makeup, against Princess Jasmine and Candi Devine, currently in the ring. The WCW Tag Team title holders, and they won the title about 6 months ago, have successfully defended it all throughout the country in their wild, wild fashion. Managed, of course, by the diminutive one, the Prince of Wrestling, and his bodyguard, Phantasm, who's always at his side. The Daughters of Darkness walk down the streets and people just stare in amazement. They are wild, they are outrageous, but they are the champions, and it's going to be very hard for someone to dethrone them. And this is why. In comes Luna to help Locke. Anytime Locke's in trouble, Luna's there. Anytime Luna's in trouble, Locke is there. They have no regard for the rule books whatsoever. They will do anything to win. And it's just very difficult for anyone to beat them. They get disqualified in about 90% of their matches. And this is a problem that this fine combination of Candi Devine and Princess Jasmine is going to face tonight. Drew Tossel's the referee. And Candi Devine currently with a step-over toe hold on Locke. And here comes Luna. And this is a pattern you'll see repeated over and over again this evening. Well, Princess Jasmine takes a page out of their book and returns the favor. A large crowd here at Bally's Reno enjoying the outrageous Daughters of Darkness. Candi Devine, the Amazon girl of the WCW, 5'9", very, very attractive. Locke, 5'7", not so attractive. But at the present time, in comes Luna. Here we go again. So difficult to wrestle these girls. Now they return the favor with the step-over toe hold by Locke, and she is really twisting it. Luna hollering and screaming on the top rope. Here comes Jasmine. Nice chop across the throat, and down goes Locke, and now Candi Devine back with the step-over toe hold. And I think if Jasmine and Devine fight fire with fire, this could be a very, very interesting match. Devine just squeezing that leg and just trying to put all the pressure on the knee she can. That's a long-term type strategy. Injure someone's leg, and then hopefully later in the match you can take advantage of that. Not quite as effective a strategy in a tag team because you have two people to wrestle, but nevertheless usually a pretty effective strategy. Locke trying to go for the rope. I'm surprised Luna hasn't come in here and helped her. Oh, there goes Phantasm, and he pulls her out. Well, when you have three people outside the ring, someone's bound to help you sooner or later, and Locke gets the aid of Phantasm. Candi Devine going after that leg again, but Locke, well, Locke might have hurt her leg that time. She seems to be favoring it quite a bit as she rolls out the ring. Luna's coming in, slowly but surely. Luna does everything very slowly and surely, but when she gets in the ring, she's a very, very tough young lady. Luna, very unpredictable. Will do just about anything to win, and you never know what she's going to do next. Candi Devine very impatient with Luna, wants to get going. Nice wrist lock. And Luna will go to the ropes, and that's another trademark of the Daughters of Darkness. They'll always go to the ropes. They'll break a hole. They have no compunctions whatsoever about breaking a hole that way. Lock up. Nice wrist lock by Candi Devine. Candi's definitely out wrestling Luna at the present time, but Luna may be out muscling Candi. The Daughters of Darkness just getting ready to embark on a world tour that includes Japan and quite a few stops in the Far East. And this is one of their last matches before that tour. And Candi Devine, of course, and Princess Jasmine would love to wrest the title away from them and send them titleless, if you will, to the Far East, but that remains to be seen. Luna now just pouncing down on Candi Devine's arm, and she's twisting her arm and twisting her fingers, and now she's biting her fingers, and Drew Tassel is distracted by Princess Jasmine, doesn't see it. Candi is screaming, and I know for a fact that Luna has not had her rabies shots. Again, Tassel is distracted, and there she is biting again, and Candi is just screaming, and the referee is doing nothing. Unbelievable. There goes Luna's put her chain on. She's going home. These people are just outrageous. The Daughters of Darkness. Luna outside the ring, put her chain back on. The referee should order her back onto the apron, but he hasn't. He's too distracted in the ring. Now she's taking her chain off. Now she's coming back on the apron again. These girls are so unpredictable. Princess Jasmine finally tags in, and now she's returning the favor. Biting the finger, and Luna trapped under her body, can't get away, and Princess Jasmine is just biting and twisting her fingers, and there she goes again. And Luna is screaming, and Princess Jasmine returning the favor. The fans love it. Locke, still disoriented on the other apron, hasn't really noticed what's going on. There she goes again. Look at that. She is really chomping down. Drew Tassel sees it, but then he doesn't see it. He just might be a little tolerant because of all the problems the Daughters of Darkness have given him in the past. Locke roaming around, talking to the audience, hollering and screaming. Does not hold on to her restrainer rope, which is a no-no. Tassel warns her to do so. Meanwhile, Princess Jasmine is chomping away on Luna's fingers. Look at that. Look at that great close-up shot. She is really biting down on those. That has got to hurt. There she goes again. She is really giving the payback. Up to the feet, and a chop across the throat. Luna back into the corner. Up with a body slam, way up and down. Good one. Princess Jasmine giving Luna some of her own medicine. Luna out for a little consultation, I think, with the Prince and with Locke. The Prince very upset that his charges have been dealt what he would consider to be an unfair blow, I'm sure. This is a point here where the referee should be counting those girls out. Both the Daughters of Darkness are outside the rope, and they should be counted out, but they're not. Luna pulled over the top rope by Jasmine. Way over and down. I think she hurt her back a little bit on that one. Princess Jasmine snapping her down. Goes Jasmine with a double chop to the back of the neck. Luna, very tough, comes right back. Goes for a pin. There's the cover. 1, 2. Jasmine kicks out. Almost had her. These two eyeing each other, and I think Luna is going to, well, she's going to go for a tag. In comes Locke. Locke and Princess Jasmine eyeing each other. Luna freaking out outside the ring. Never stops moving, that girl. Leg dive by Jasmine. Going for a slingshot. It is blocked by Locke. Very nice. She just collapsed her body and blocked it. Beautifully done. On the ropes, and Jasmine's going to have to break it. And Jasmine pulls Locke back into the middle of the ring. And referee Drew Tussell is going to allow it. Toe hold by Jasmine. Jasmine brings Locke up to her feet, across the rope, off the ropes. Oh, backdrop, way up and down. You know that one hurts. And Phantasm drags Locke out of the ring. Just as Princess Jasmine started to move in, Phantasm reached in and just dragged Locke under the ropes. Locke, a big, big backdrop. Very slow getting back into the ring. Princess Jasmine looking very, very good here. And you might have a feeling that maybe there's an upset in the air. Locke buying some time under the rope. Still shaken up, I'm sure, from that backdrop. Princess Jasmine, very, very cool, eyeing Locke. Locke just not real sure she wants to get back into a lockup with Princess Jasmine. And now Jasmine has got Locke over in the corner. There's a right hand, another right hand. And Candi Devine is pulling her by the hair. They're holding Locke in the corner, double teaming her. That's definitely a page out of the Daughters of Darkness book. And now Candi Devine is pounding on Locke. And Luna, for some unexplained reason, has not come into the aid of her partner. There's a whip in the corner. There's reversal, and Candi Devine goes into the corner. Luna holding her, now Locke pounding away at her. And the Prince grabbing Candi Devine's leg and pulling at her. And they've got her bottled up in the corner, and she's in trouble. Princess Jasmine, Jasmine gets hit by Locke. Jasmine and Locke pounding each other in the middle of the ring. The Prince pulling at Candi Devine's leg outside the ring. Luna choking Devine. The Prince is pulling. This is going to be 4 against 2. Phantasm just waiting to get into the action. Look at them. They're pulling Candi Devine. Look at her legs are split between the ring post. Luna and the Prince. Jasmine and Locke outside the ring right in front of us. Total pandemonium as everybody's outside the ring. Even Phantasm is holding Candi Devine. Luna and Devine are into it. Locke and Jasmine. There goes a body slam. Down goes Luna. Locke slammed into the corner of the ring by Princess. Wild pandemonium here in Bally's Reno. The referee has, I believe, stopped the match. Oh, Princess Jasmine just ran Locke into the table. She's picked up he whacked her over the head with a pitcher. Unbelievable. Candi Devine and Luna going at each other. Unbelievable. The Daughters of Darkness, I believe, have been disqualified. And Luna has thrown some powder into Candi Devine's face. Now she's going after Jasmine. And seems to have blinded Jasmine. The referee's trying to break up the action. Candi Devine's going after the Prince. Luna and Locke coming up behind the bar. Oh, she hit her over the head with a pitcher. The referee's trying to break it up. She goes after her again. The pitcher has broken. There's glass all over the floor. They're hitting and pounding each other. There's broken glass all over the floor. It's very dangerous. Candi Devine and Luna. And here comes Locke up behind Princess. The referees are trying to break it up. Wild pandemonium. Oh, no, that body slam. Locke goes right down on the broken glass. The security force is keeping the crowd back, and the referee's trying to gain control. Locke was slammed right on the broken glass. I don't see if she's cut or not, but boy, she went right down on top of the broken glass. The referees have called this match. I think they called it quite a while ago, and I believe the winners by disqualification are Candi Devine and Princess Jasmine. Wild Night in Reno.